Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need.
Well, welcome back to Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. I'm just hanging out under an F-250, and I'm super excited, Dave, to see what you and Tom found, man. We're talking about tonneau covers, bed rails, and voila.
The hoop steps, these are fantastic. You see a lot of trucks that have the running boards, lots of chrome alongside the truck, and it works great when you have a big cab. Just a single cab on this truck, though, and these hoop steps are going to be the perfect thing. No chrome, and it's just a little bit of space, and they're super simple to install.
Man, they are super simple to install. Matter of fact, we can walk you right through it. I actually have these clips right here, and these clips actually have the square hole. Dave, can you put a square peg in a square hole?
I can, and it'll lock in place because there's a square base on the panhead bolt.
So if you get that in like that, we already drilled the holes, and you know, when we drilled the holes, we were careful, but you may have a sill plate up there which would cover this. This truck doesn't, but that's important too, right, Dave?
You got it. If you have one of those sill plates, especially if you have the original, you want to keep that. Take your time pulling it off. It could be plastic, could be a real lightweight steel or aluminum, and you want to make sure you keep that in good shape, and you can put it back on and it trims the vehicle out really nicely. In this case, we don't have one, so we didn't have to worry about that.
No, just reach up there and pop it through. And if you pop yours through, and then here's the bracket, so pretty cool. You got this side that's beveled right here, so on the beveled side, what you want to do is you want to run that into the frame and lock it up, and then you're going to go through the bolt you just put up there. So we'll put that up first, put it up, and then I kind of hold it with my thumb. They gave you a big old fender washer here, and then we'll put that up. The fender washer will hold it, and then I'm going to go get the nut. Got a little nut right here, and then what we'll do is we'll just thread that on now. We'll thread it on by hand. We don't need to get a ratchet yet because we have a tapping screw that's going to go to the other side that's just going through the frame a little bit, but not up through the whole roll pan of the truck. So I'm going to get that square. Once I get that square, I'll go ahead, Dave, and I'll switch this bit over so we can run the little self-tapping screw in there. Already drilled the holes. Looking pretty good there, Dave?
Well, looking all right, except I've got to do this left-handed, so you had the advantage on me there.
Oh, advantage on here. Here comes the excuses. Here we go. All right, I'll go ahead and just snug this up. I don't want to over-tighten it, but we'll keep them all loose. You got yours?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. You got your little screw there. Yeah, there you go. I'll give you the drill.
Cool.
You can get started on that one. Now, I'll show you down here what we actually did. So on the hoop step, this bracket went to the inside right there. When it went to the inside, now we're going to take these bolts and we're going to run them through. We're going to come from the outside and run them through like that. Once we get them all the way through, we can go ahead and put a locking nut on this side, and then, man, that's going to be it too. One on each side, and we should be able to pop the hoop step right in there, Dave. So got yours snugged up pretty good. Let's go ahead. We can tighten that front one now just a hair. Put your hand up there and we'll snug it up. All right. Oh yeah, that plate's holding tight. You can give it a good one. That back screw's holding us nice. All right, so our bracket is good and secure. Screw's good and secure. Let's look at the beautiful hoop step. I'll come in this way. Dave, I'll hold yours kind of loose. I'll keep my side out so you can manipulate yours. Go ahead and get your bolt.
You got it. I like these hoop steps. They're from Carr, from RockAuto.com, and they've got all kinds of brand names. You name it, Rock Auto's got it.
There you go.
That one's in.
Okay, go ahead and get your locking nut and get that started and see if you... Man, boy, that couldn't went any easier, Dave. Gotta love when a product all comes together. That's what good engineering does when they put it together like that.
No doubt, makes it simple.
Super easy and simple. And go ahead and put your inside locking nuts on and get the second one on here. And man, look at that.
That's great. Without even tightening it down, that thing, you can tell it's fitting perfectly.
Phenomenal. I need a little one here. All right, and then we'll just take the bolts, and when we, don't be afraid to go ahead and cinch down on this. I know they're little bolts, but the deal is also, you have that bracket's a little bit spread apart, so we want to make sure we pull it in. You don't want any rattles or noises on this thing, and you want to make sure it's secure. Wow.
These steps are perfect because you get these trucks are just a little bit high, and you got to heave yourself up in there, especially if you got someone older maybe that wants to get into the truck. Hoop steps are the perfect solution.
Man, look at that, Dave. Wow, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and get this cinched up. We'll get it finished up, and we'll drop the truck down, Dave. We'll put it to the back over there a little bit, get everybody a good look at those bed rails and that tonneau cover. You guys don't want to miss that. So stick around. There's plenty more Tech Garage brought to you by RockAuto.com.